everyone! Welcome back! Today we are reading a very special story. It's about a person named Martin Luther King Jr. You might have heard of him before. He's really important to not just the history of the country we live in, America. Well, I live in. You might live somewhere else. He's also really important around the world. He's made a lot of very special speeches. He protested a lot. And he worked on changing a lot of laws and rules around the country to bring racial equality, to make sure people of different races were treated the same and fairly and kindly. We still have a lot of work to do on making sure people of all races, of all genders, of all religions and choices, of just every human in the world is treated with compassion, kindness, empathy, and even just treated fairly and equally. But for now, let's focus on all of the amazing work Martin Luther King Jr. did as we celebrate and honor not just his birthday, which was yesterday, but also all of the work that he did while he was alive. Let's learn about Martin Luther King Jr. Let's get started. Grab your comfy pillows and let's get started on story time. Ooh, it slipped. Today's story is called Who, it's a question, who was Martin Luther King Jr.? I think this picture might remind you of some pictures you might have seen around your town, your home, or even at school. And this is what he looked like when he was younger. Let's get started. Who was Martin Luther King Jr.? Martin's home was very happy. He had a big sister and a little brother, a father and a mother, and they were all kind to one another. Martin was filled with love. This is Martin right here. Martin also liked being at church. He learned to get along with everyone there. He made many friends. Martin was filled with kindness. At home and at church, Martin was taught to love everyone. But not everyone was taught to love him. One day, Martin's best friend said he couldn't play with him anymore because Martin's skin was a different color. Martin was black and his friend was white. They're both people, and they're both kids, and they're both friends, and they both have different skin colors. And when Martin was alive, people didn't let their kids play together, go to school together, or even sometimes live in the same neighborhood if they had different skin colors. Martin's friend, his adults said, "You can't play with Martin. He's a different skin color. You can't play with people who are black." It's not very kind. In Martin City, and in many other places, black people were treated unfairly and not kindly. It made him feel really sad. He felt really blue, really sad, and sometimes angry. Martin wished that all people would be kind and fair to one another. He studied and he learned and he thought about how to change things. He's going to school to learn what ways he can change things around him, how he can make a difference in his neighborhood, his community, and even the country. That's a big space. When he's grown up now, when Martin grew up, he became a reverend and an activist. He was a leader in his community. When he spoke, his words came from his big, strong heart and filled people with love and kindness. Martin said that everyone should be treated fairly and that we should never hurt one another with our words, our hands, or our ideas. He said that we could change the world peacefully. In this picture, these adults are boycotting. They've made the choice to not take the bus anymore. Instead, they're walking to work, to school, to the grocery store, home, to their friends' homes. They're saying, we do not want to take the bus because there's a rule in the bus that said that Black people had to sit in the back of the bus, even if there were seats in the front of the bus. So Martin Luther King and other people led a protest, a boycott, to say, we are not taking the bus while this rule is unfair or unkind to people with our skin color. Not everyone wanted to change things, but lots and lots and lots of people did want to change and agreed with Martin. Martin showed them that they could be brave and peaceful, even when they felt really scared or angry. Together, they worked to show everyone else that things needed to change. They're standing together. They've got signs protesting to make a change. They're being brave and peaceful. The people on this side look really angry. They're holding their fists up. They've got weapons. That's not very peaceful. Could be really scary. But the people that protested were being very brave and peaceful, even when they were scared. One day, Martin gave a very, very big speech about his dream of freedom and justice for all. Many people were there to listen. Look at all of these people. It goes all the way down. That's a lot of people. Many people were there listening to him talk, and others watched Martin's speech on TV. The world still remembers what he said today. I have a dream that one day we will stand up for freedom together. All of God's children will be able to join hands and sing, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. Those are just a few words from his very important speech. Every year, we celebrate Martin's birthday to remember what he did. He filled people's hearts. He worked hard for change. He made the world more fair. And he did it all because he loved people. Oh, let us sing of Dr. King, who stood for peace, who had a dream. And here on our cover, we see an illustration, a drawing of Martin Luther King Jr. Here is a photo. This is what he looked like in real life. The end. Thanks for reading with me, friends. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.